Good morning, South River. Little message on this Sunday that Hurricane Florence is still working in North Carolina, South Carolina. At this time, Hurricane Florence, the death toll is at 11. Here in South River area, we've had some rain and some moderate winds, but overall we are pretty much weathering the storm. There's no massive power outages. But when we made the decision to call the storm, they were still calling for high winds and lots of rain. We're still expected to get more rain today and the winds pick up. Wanted to make sure that everyone was safe. Be in prayer for members of our congregation. We have those in emergency services that are working. We have members of our congregation that are with the National Guard and they're deployed helping others. We even have those working for the power companies and they're still out working in the storm to restore power to those most devastated. I spoke earlier on a storm of that Jesus was asleep in the boat as the storm rose, and the disciples were afraid. And when they turned to Jesus and woke him up, they asked the question, "Do you care that we're perishing?" And Jesus stood up and rebuked the storms and the wind, and they were amazed. And had been witness to him feeding others and the water into wine. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them. For it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you." We go through this storm as we gather this way, and I want to pause and just be in prayer for those who are still facing flooding, those who are in their homes waiting out the storm. We want everyone to be as safe as possible. Let's just pray for those who are facing illness and those who have to be out in the weather. Let us just pray for a little bit. Father, we come to you this day in the midst of storm, midst of the hurricane. Father, we know that the storm has claimed some lives. Father, we know there are still those who are at risk, who are facing the storm head on to help their brothers and sisters. Father, there are those that will hear this that are facing storms in their own lives, those of illness, those of loss, those of changing circumstances, those with new beginnings. Father, I pray that your peace and your presence would be with them. Father, that you hold them, that you watch over them, whether they are sheltered from the storm or they facing the storms of life. Father, be with those who answer the call to help their fellow humanity. Father, we come as we've decided to shelter. But Father, we have not forsaken you, and we know that you have not forsaken us. May your Spirit calm us and hold us now and forever. 2 Timothy 1:7. It says that God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So wherever you find yourself as you're listening to this broadcast, it's not our normal worship service, but Turn to God and seek God's presence and know that He is with you. He has not forsaken you. And at times, just like the disciples who were in the boat in the midst of that storm, they did not realize the power and presence that you have when you were with us. Father, may we just continue to trust you and to hold you. Father, calm our fears. Father, we know that the rivers are going to continue to rise and the rains continue to fall. Father, be with each and every one of our congregation, our community, in whatever phase and aspect that you find them. Know that South River community is praying for you. And if you're in need or you need something during the storm, don't hesitate to reach out to the church, your church family. As a church family, I encourage you to continue to check on your neighbors, your relatives, to see how other people are faring. Power outages can be from an isolated tree to major areas. Stores are closed. I know sometimes fuel is in short supply. But if we all pitch together, as you have called us to do, we know that we will weather this storm with grace, and we know that you are our strength. For each and every one, I pray for you. I continue to pray for you, and I'm available whenever you need something. Take care. God bless. Stay strong and stay courageous. Let's reach out with acts of love and grace to all those around us. And this time, we are all community. Let us embody the living light of Christ and shine through us in all things. Take care and God bless.